Welcome to episode number 94 of Business and Leadership Stories. 93 weeks ago, this started off as a humble experiment by my friend Sachin Bhandary from the Story Co. and me, where we thought we'd get Sachin to come over and tell stories, nuggets from his own life, a corporate head honcho's life, a movie set, anything that could eventually lead to a very important marketing and communication tip that you could use as a tool in your daily work life. And here he is back for the attack, Sachin. What's up, my friend? How are you?
Looking forward to this chat, Hrishi. It's about cricket after all.
Yeah, brother man, it's the flavor of the season. If we're not talking about, players who play for country, we're talking about players who play for their franchise. And today we're going to talk about an ex-cricketer who's very active on the commentary circuit. And I have to say this about Virender Sehwag, Viru. He amassed, over 300 runs per innings on a regular basis, almost as though he was toying with the bowlers. And he is the fulcrum of your story today.
Yes, that's right. And the story is from 2005's historic India-Pakistan series. That's the focal point of Netflix's docu-series, The Greatest Rivalry. And I watched that and I got to know something really interesting. All of us think that Sehwag is somebody who had absolutely no fear and, he just went after the bowlers. But the fact is that in that particular series, he was dismissed by Shoaib Akhtar on the first ball. I think LBW, leg before wicket, and that haunted him. He was really scared, and when they went to the Test series, Viru knew that if he did not perform well, this probably would mean that he'll be axed from the side. So that added pressure really got to him, and he could not sort of, understand how to deal with it. He also went to therapists. He spoke to a lot of people. Of course, everybody had well-meaning advice, but he realized that none of the advice was working for him. So he came up with a very ingenuous way of dealing with this problem. Like, how do you get into the moment and face a ball on its merit and not with baggage, emotional baggage, fear, etc., etc.
तो आपका माइंड उस लिरिक्स पे रहता है और आपकी आंखें बॉलर को देखती हैं, बॉल की मेरिट पर खेल सकते हो.
So Viru, who was a lover of Bollywood music from the 70s, he started humming those tunes in his mind while he was taking guard, while Shoaib Akhtar was running into him. And he didn't do it only for Shoaib Akhtar. He did this for every bowler or every ball that he used to face.
सामने ये कौन आया दिल में हुई.
So it was basically सामने ये कौन आया दिल में हुई हलचल, and then the halchal would be that he would flick his bat to the ball. So that was one way that he found that he could completely concentrate, be in the moment, not be worried or not be thinking about the past or the future. Just play every ball on its individual merit. And that's how Sehwag cracked the problem. And when he narrates that story, man, you should listen to it if you can. It just gives you goosebumps, and then you realize that the man that you thought had no fear is actually somebody who overcame that situation in a very interesting way, and your respect for the man multiplies.
Wow. And he certainly is in the cricket world's Hall of Fame. Lots to learn from him. He's also got a terrific Jat sense of humor. People from Haryana, of course, he's from Najafgarh in Delhi. That's where he pretty much grew up. But people in that belt really have that sense of humor, don't they? So wonderful. Any communication or marketing tip that we can extract from this?
Yes, we can. And I think, Rishi, someone like you probably will be able to notice this even better. That folks, even these ex cricketers, the ones who tend to do well in the commentary circuit or just sort of tend to do well even otherwise, get a lot of attention after their cricketing career is over, are folks who have the ability to narrate interesting anecdotes from their journey. Sachin Tendulkar also does that really well, in my opinion. So, if you want to become an interesting and influential person, you need to learn the art of narrating interesting stories and anecdotes, because who doesn't love a good story, right? So, I would like to encourage all our viewers and listeners to invest in this art, collect stories from their life, collect stories from the ones that you heard. Probably just go out and narrate this Virender Sehwag story to your colleagues sometime, and I'm sure they would love listening to it. So make it a habit to narrate interesting stories and see how your influence multiplies manyfold, like my respect for Sehwag multiplied many times over.
Well, you got to say this about Sachin Bhandari. He has his antenna up all the time, and he's able to pick stories out of nowhere, even while he's watching a documentary on cricket. Sachin, if people were to reach out to you and you were to help them with their career and their business goals, if human resource department people are looking for leadership in sales and PR to undergo some training, if founders want to talk to you to upgrade their skill set, where can they reach out to you?
Fairly simple, Rishi. Look for Sachin Bhandari on LinkedIn. Sachin is easy. Bhandari is Bhandary. And on my profile, there is a link which says get in touch or stay in touch. Click that link. You can organize a Zoom meet with me if you want me to come in and do a session with your organization or team. If you are a senior executive or leader and you want a one-to-one coaching program as well, I'm available for that. Or you can join one of the meetings of Story Club for free, which is my community for founders and executives, where we practice storytelling skills to achieve success in career, business, and life.
Wonderful. And we're going to see you back next week for the 95th episode of Business and Leadership Stories, my friend. Take care of yourself.
That's
Bye
right.
bye.
Look forward, Rishi. Thanks.
94.3 Radio 1.